Okay, we've all seen it, right? That AI-powered marketing that just feels, well, completely robotic. But what if I told you there's a way to use AI to build a content system that's not only sustainable, but actually connects with real people? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Let's dive in.
So let's just get right to it and ask the question that's on everyone's mind. Why does so much of the AI marketing out there just feel so fake? You know what I'm talking about. That bland, generic tone that we're all getting tired of. It's a huge problem, and honestly, it's turning customers away. So where does all this fakeness come from? Well, it's actually pretty simple. We're asking AI to be the creative genius when it should just be an amazing assistant. We're skipping the most important part of the whole process, real human insight. We feed it these super vague prompts, and what do we get back? Generic, boring content. The whole game changes when you put the human idea back where it belongs, right at the start, not as some kind of afterthought.
And this brings us to what I call the AI authenticity problem. But here's the thing you have to remember. It is not the tool's fault. It all comes down to the strategy.
This right here, this is the core mistake so many of us are making. We're basically asking AI to replace our own unique point of view, to come up with the ideas for us. But what we should be doing is using it to translate our ideas. Think about it like this. AI is an incredibly powerful instrument, but you still have to be the musician who knows what song to play. All right, so if we're not supposed to ask AI for the big ideas, then what's the alternative? Well, the answer is all about finding your signal. In a world that's just getting louder and louder with AI-generated noise, your unique signal is the only thing that's going to help you cut through.
And I love this comparison because it makes it so clear. On the left, you've got noise. That's all about just pumping out volume, using vague language. It just exhausts your customer's attention. But then, on the right, you've got signal. And that is what we are aiming for. Content that is crystal clear, super specific, genuinely helpful. And it actually earns attention because it helps someone either choose you or trust you. That's the goal.
This leads us to such a powerful principle. Depth beats variety. Look, in the age of AI, it is so tempting to just churn out a million different pieces of content. But I'm telling you, one single, deeply explored idea will connect with people way more than a dozen shallow ones ever could. It's all about the quality of your insight, not the quantity of your output. Okay, so let's shift gears and get super practical. Let's talk about the sustainable AI workflow. This is a simple system that actually works, one you can stick with without burning out. So here's the four-step system that makes this whole thing manageable. First, and this is the most important part, you have to start with one human idea. Let's say your insight is that most small businesses overlook one specific cybersecurity risk. Boom, that's your anchor. Step 2, you use AI to expand that single idea. You're the director here. Tell it, hey, turn this insight into a 5-tweet thread, a short blog post, and a script for a 30-second video. See? You're directing the creativity, not asking for it. Third, write like a human first. Just get your main points down in your own voice, then you can let AI help organize and clean it up. And finally, step 4, edit with intention. Be ruthless, read everything out loud. If it sounds weird or you wouldn't actually say it in a real conversation, cut it. You see, the goal here is reuse, not constant reinvention. So many of us are trapped in this mindset that we need a brand new, brilliant idea every single day. That's just a recipe for burnout. The truth is, repetition is what builds familiarity. And you know what familiarity builds? Trust. And this quote is an absolute game changer. Consistency comes from systems, not motivation. You just can't rely on waking up and feeling creative every single day. It's impossible. But what you can rely on is a simple, repeatable system that keeps your marketing going and, more importantly, keeps it manageable. So, what's the big payoff for doing all this, for taking this human-first approach? Well, it's about way more than just saving time. It's about building the single most valuable asset any business can have, trust. Let's talk about how to avoid the common traps and earn that long-term reward. And what are those pitfalls? Well, they're the common AI mistakes that will absolutely destroy trust. Things like, automation without any human oversight. It just feels lazy and impersonal. Or chasing every shiny new trend instead of sticking to your core message that just makes you look confused. Then there's overproducing tons of low-value content that just adds to the noise. And honestly, the worst one is letting manipulative tactics take the place of just being honest. Every single one of these is like a small withdrawal from your audience's trust bank. But when you avoid those traps and you commit to this human-led system, you get something I like to call sustainable visibility. This is the real prize. It's a manageable system that builds your credibility, your reputation, day after day. You know, a viral spike is like a sugar rush. It feels amazing for a minute, but it fades so fast. Lasting credibility, though, that's what keeps customers coming back year after year. It's all about choosing lasting trust over fleeting fame.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final question to really think about for your own work. Is your AI a true partner in your strategy, or is it just a puppet that you're hoping will do all the thinking for you? Because that choice, right there, makes all the difference in the world.